Twitter today is one of the most popular social media platforms. It plays a key role in the lives of people engaged in all kinds of activities. Elon Musk recently bought the platform, and there are reasons for that, which we will discuss below. Beginning. Jack Dorsey founded Twitter in 2006, but few people know he was born in 1976 in an ordinary family. Since childhood, the boy was fond of trains and various vehicles. All the walls in his room were papered with city maps. Most of all, Jack wanted to conquer New York. He dreamed of the streets of a large metropolis. The young founder of the courier service. At the age of 16, Jack started his own courier service. The main concept was to deliver goods through bicycles. The courier service was founded together with his brother. The guy sat on bicycles in order to write a dispatch program. The brothers quickly realized that bicycle couriers were not needed on the streets of St. Louis. But Jack enjoyed writing the program so much that he decided not to stop. Dorsey enjoyed visualizing, mapping, and writing special programs. Education at the Institute. After graduating from high school, Jack entered the Missouri University of Science and Technology. At this stage, he realized that it was time to move on and transfer to New York University. Dorsey finally got to the city of his dreams, but the guy didn't want to finish his studies. A semester before graduation, he was expelled of his own free will. The first program for a courier service. While in New York, Jack wrote full software for the Dispatch Management Services Corporation. The main activity of the organization was the management of dispatch centers for couriers. True, before getting the coveted corporation, Jack had to cheat and hack the DMSC website by writing to the founder by mail. Delivery of online purchases. In 1999, Dorsey and Kit formed an online shopping delivery company. The organization was named DNet. For its development, the Band of Angels organization was involved. However, the financing of a large company was not enough. Jack dreamed of his own courier service, but he could not cope with the difficulties. Another startup was closed. Success after 7 years. In 2006, Jack turned his luck, and together with other partners, he managed to create a microblogging service, Twitter. There are many versions according to which the new service was born. A popular version is the surveillance of police officers, truckers, and taxi drivers. Listening to the negotiations, Jack decided that it was necessary to create such a platform where everyone can share their thoughts, movements, and even experiences. He wanted to decide to develop a platform that would be available worldwide. The main concept of the site was to share something interesting with everyone, as well as to get more feedback and comments on this action. The idea was successfully implemented and presented to the whole world. Key facts about Twitter. Twitter is a social network created for the public exchange of messages using a web interface, as well as instant messaging tools. The company was created spontaneously. She was Jack's third and only successful startup. First tweet. Having launched the social network in test mode, Jack Dorsey immediately wrote his first tweet. He decided to test this service and show the whole world that there is now a new platform for communication. Twitter became available to users in March 2006. It is noteworthy that the first name of the company was TWTTR. Implementation of hashtags. One of the founders of Twitter, Chris Messin, proposed the introduction of special hashtags on the site. Their main purpose is to facilitate the search of information on certain topics. Jack was skeptical about this, but immediately after the introduction of hashtags, it became clear that such posts are more popular and give twice as many responses. Small staff. In 2008, the company employed about 8 employees. This is enough to complete the tasks. At that time, there were enough specialists. But in 2020, the number of employees increased to 5.5 thousand people. It is noteworthy that the main concept of the company is to employ people from different ethnic groups without any sexism. Women and men, African Americans, Hispanics work in the organization under the same conditions. However, most of the technical department is occupied by men. Headquarters. The first headquarters of the social network is in San Francisco, California. Today, the organization has more than 25 offices around the world. Now it becomes clear why only 8 people worked in the company before, and now 5.5 thousand people. Perhaps this is not the limit. A number of restrictions. The first tweets on the social network were limited by the number of characters. No more than 140 characters were allowed. but in November 2017 it was decided to slightly increase the length of the post up to 280 characters. But Chinese, Japanese and Korean did not fall under the extension. As for video and audio recordings, the limits remained at 140 seconds. The number of accounts does not match the number of posts. There are about 1.3 billion accounts on the site, but there are much fewer active users, no more than 335 million. According to the results of the analytics, only 69 million people are residents of the United States. All other accounts belong to users from other countries. This doesn't affect the popularity of the social network in any way. High level of digital trust. According to this indicator, the popular platform ranked 7th. TikTok and Facebook are more popular, but they work much worse. When it comes to protecting digital data, only half of Americans believe their information is under control. More than 43% do not trust the social platform. The presence of a picture, more attention. The social platform is designed to share your experiences with the outside world. But as practice has shown, words alone are not enough. Posts with hashtags, as well as pictures, get more response. The percentage of involvement in this situation is 5 times higher. Multilingual resource. The founders of the social network decided to make it not just popular, but known to the whole world. So the site is available in 25 languages, including Hebrew, Urdu, and Farsi. Twitter was made available to users from all over the world, without restrictions. Naturally, the use of the site is absolutely free. Popularity at the level. Despite the rapid development of other social networks, Twitter is still popular. About 500 million tweets are sent worldwide every day. This equates to 6,000 tweets every second. The video is good, and no one canceled the usual communication in text format. A lack of income. A new social network is always a huge expense. Any startup requires large financial investments. Twitter is not left out. For its development, funds were regularly required, while the site itself did not generate income for more than 3 years. It turned out symbolically, the site was developed for 3 years and did not generate income for 3 years. First tweet for $2.9 million. First, some expenses and no income, then full recognition and huge profits. So the same tweet, which was written in March 2006, was sold at auction for $2.9 million. A simple tweet without a semantic load brought a huge profit. The tweet was sold as a non-fungible digital token. Dorsey transferred the proceeds from the deal into cryptocurrency and donated it to charities fighting poverty in Africa. First million subscribers. It is noteworthy that the first million subscribers on the social network were not with the founders, but with the actor Ashton Kutcher. And it happened back in 2009. At the time, the social network was not so popular, but due to the registration of actors and media personalities, the interest of ordinary users has increased rapidly. After all, in this way it was possible not only to follow the life of an idol, but also to enter into dialogue with him. The rapid growth of shares. In 2013, the company's market capitalization was $31 billion. To date, this figure has increased to $52 billion. The company's shares rose rapidly. Analysts' forecasts didn't come true, and despite the difficult political games, shares rose by 172%. Today, Twitter is also popular among users around the world. People also leave tweets and actively enter into dialogues with each other. The site is convenient to use and brings the founders a tidy sum.